Yo no te culpo por haber regresado a la India. Se ve hermoso allá, el río se ve tan relajante y pacífico. Sí, la verdad, mira, te voy a ser sincera. Ah, es necesario la separación para que te conozcas más, porque en la sociedad siempre hay condiciones, pero la vida tiene sus propias condiciones y tu mente tiene sus propias condiciones, pero cuando te separas, tú te llegas a conocer más. Si haces el trabajo, um, cuando llegas a conocer que tu mente es solo una reflexión de tu ambiente, que no es la verdad, y tu cuerpo siempre, siempre te está dando señales, información de tu verdad en este momento. El cuerpo es la materia, el cuerpo es la presencia del alma y el vehículo del alma, ¿eh? Entonces eso es lo que me he dado cuenta, el estar trabajando conmigo mismo. No ha sido fácil, no ha sido nada fácil. Ha habido momentos donde me quiero ir, me quiero escapar, pero te escapas de ti misma, porque donde quiera que vayas, siempre vas a tener estos ciclos viciosos si no te llegas a conocer quién en realidad tú eres. Somos humanos teniendo una experiencia espiritual, ya lo sabemos, pero no lo sepas con la mente, siéntelo, porque la vida se hizo para sentirse, no para imaginar ni para crear historias. La vida se hizo en una manera, ya de millones y millones de años que esta vida se ha formado, ¿eh? Esta vida ya tiene mucha formación, entonces no hay nada que nosotros hayamos creado. Yo no creé nada, todo lo que yo he estado buscando. Este es Ken. Say hi, Ken. Él es uno de las personas que vive con nosotros. Es hijo de Sebastián y es el último que ha llegado aquí. Somos 5 los que vivimos aquí. Pero como te digo, la mente nos han contado y nos han condicionado la mente, pero en realidad nadie sabe qué es la mente y nadie la ha visto. Pero sabes que tienes un cuerpo, de eso sí tienes conciencia en recollection, that you have a body, right? De la mente, pues la gente puede hablar, la mente esto, la mente el otro, sí, pero nadie la ha visto. Nadie sabe qué es la mente. Solamente sabemos que la mente crea percepciones, juicios, eh, limitaciones, pero eso no somos eso, somos mucho más que eso. Y todos los que estamos aquí estamos asociando para nada, simplemente para conocernos y profundizar nuestra relación con uno mismo. Él no pide nada de mí y yo no pido nada de él, simplemente relación y problemas surgen, claro, traumas surgen, that's a given. Donde quiera que vayas, si no has trabajado en ti, si no has profundizado tu relación contigo misma, van a surgir traumas, van a surgir juicios, van a surgir críticas y todo. Entonces, if you're willing to work on yourself, if you're willing to work on the ego and recognizing that it's there, then you can live a wonderful life. You can shut that off. You really can. You can observe it. But it takes keen awareness of every of your doings. See, the doings is the mind. The presence is the body. The stillness, the silence, that's the body. But the mind is the doings. Are we aware of our doings? And why are we fully active of our doings? Are we fully present of our doings? So that's what we analyze here, is why am I doing certain things? What is it bringing for me? Or there's stillness. Everybody has the capacity to know how they are created. And what's happening is that no one knows. No one is taking the time to get to know themselves. No one is taking the time to know themselves. Why? Because they're in this constant rat race of conditioning, of doing, and not being. That's why we came here to be. And the body is always giving you that information. Your formation is your body. And the information that you're getting is from the formation. If you sit with it, if you sit in the silence, you will get the clarity, no doubt, by sensing yourself, just sensing sit your ass down and sense yourself. Start for 1 minute, time it, but sense yourself, and you will get the clarity for what you're doing. Okay, you can have $1 million in the bank. Who cares? You can accumulate wealth. You can accumulate materials. But are you sitting comfortably wherever you are? Are you sitting comfortably? That's the $1 million question. Are any corner of this world, are you sitting at peace with yourself? And your body will tell you. There's many traces in the body. We need to cleanse those through breath work, breath and being with yourself 24/7. 24/7 being with yourself. If we have a practice of yoga and everything, that's just that moment for that hour. But you got to be with yourself 24/7, 365. So you can do many practices. You can do yoga, you can go for a run, you can go for a hike, I was doing all of that. All of that I was doing. But can you sit? Can you sit at peace? Can you sit at peace wherever you are? Can you be comfortable? Can you be comfortable and sit at peace wherever you are? That's the $1 million question. The body will always tell you. If there's friction, there's all these feelings, and the feelings is the ego. Is the ego that we haven't let go. Sadness is ego. Depression is ego. Yep. It's all ego. All your emotions. Oh, this is coming up for me. Okay. Be the container for it. Your body knows exactly how to dissolve that by being still, by being with yourself, by sensing yourself. Sense yourself. Sense yourself. I've been here 7 months. I took a break. 1 month. I went to the US and went to go see my family because I can only be here for 6 months at a time. And I can see the cycles that I was in, the manipulation, the possessiveness, the controlling. I can see more clearly. There was a magnifying glass of my doings and this perpetuation of the mind because I wasn't aware. I missed myself. He's joining the live and he's like, hi. Say hi, Ken. Hi. So every time you're not aware of yourself, you're missing yourself. Every time you're like, you know what happened? There's no recollection. It's like you're missing yourself. You know? How many times do you want to miss yourself? Because you're unaware of your doings. Because the society is putting these conditionings. You're putting these conditionings. Life has its own conditionings. Life is always happening beautifully. Are you connected with that continuity? Huh? Are you connected with the continuity? Life is always happening and you are that happening. How well can you get along with that happening? So there's many triggers. The body has many traces of many things that we did unaware. So the body's keeping the score. The mind, we don't know what the mind is. Everybody's talking about mind this, mind that, but nobody has seen it. Have you seen it? Text me if you've seen it. Do you know what it is? But this body is here. This body is here, and this body has the information. So get along with that information. Sit still and know. One of my favorite psalms was "Be still and know that I am God." And we used to, back in the days when I was doing meditation, we used to meditate in that psalm. Be still and know that I am God. And it went like this. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still. That. Be still. Be. So when you separate, you get to know yourself. And you start to sense yourself when you separate. Well, if you can do it with everything that's going on, that's great. You could do it in your job, when you can do it with your family, where you can do it. But I had to separate. You can do it with your friends. Kudos to you, but I had to separate to get to know myself and be surrounded with people that have the similarity, have the resonation. I had to do this for myself. No one else is gonna do it for you. So simply to associate for nothing with others. I met these people in Clubhouse 3 years ago. And nobody understands. Nobody understands why I'm here. My family doesn't understand. They're still tripping. Like, what the fuck? What did she go do over there? But as long as you understand yourself, that is the key. That is the key for your freedom. When you understand yourself. And I'm talking just because I can talk. I can talk my experience, but that's just for myself. I have an audience here. Okay, good. You have one person. That's fine. It's only for you. It's only for you. It's for nobody else. Right, Ken?
Hi.
It's only for you. It's only who, and when you're sincere with yourself, the right people stay. The right people stay. It's not about being lonely, feeling lonely. No, you can that will transcend the universe. You don't have to make a decision, or you don't have to have a plan. You don't have to have a plan. The universe will place that. If you're sincere with yourself, the universe will place that for you so perfectly. It's like the red carpet. So you can walk through it. It hasn't been easy being here. I've cried. I've resisted. Everything. Everything has happened. And this is Sebastian. This is the reason that I'm here. I'm letting them know about my experience in Instagram.
Good, good.
And Ken is here.
Always be yourself. It's the most wonderful treasure that you can have. Yourself is the richest thing. The treasure is experiencing one's own self continuously.
That's it.
Be with Lily.
Somebody wants to come in. Diana, you want to come in, or was that an accident? Anything else you want to? Oh, he came to give Ken some water. This is his son, our fifth member.
Life is making a big cradle. We are living inside life. Life is the cradle. Life is knitting the basket perfectly. It is protecting us. So always experience life. Nothing more. It's very simple. It's very powerful. Simple is always powerful because we can continuously do that which is simple. Stay tuned. We are always there for you.
Oh, you guys can follow us on my bio. I have the link to YouTube if you guys are interested in wonderful living. This is Ken, and Ken, he's like our little monitor. If we're off the grid, he can perceive, he can sense. So if we're off, he can sense. He's our little sensor monitor. It's great having him around. But any questions, any comments? Caro, you're still here? You're following my journey since I got here. So it's been a month and a couple of days since I got back. But in total, I've been here for 6-7 months. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's some leaks that are coming. They just put in this roof. It's a clear roof. But there's some leaks. I gotta tell Sebastian. This is our little deck and where we hang our clothes. And sometimes we make videos out here. I've been following the YouTubes too on YouTube. So what have you like? What's been your experience? Any clarity or anything? A life gives us everything that we need. There's nothing outside that we need to seek. There's nothing outside. When you surrender to yourself, you're not surrendering to anybody. But when you surrendering, you're equipped with everything that you need. And know that it's not a technique, it's not a procedure. Know that life is happening for you beautifully. There's nothing that you have to do. Everything is functioning. So whenever the ego is coming, your whole sense organs are changing the body constitution, and there's secretion going on, and there's like cortisol going through your body, and that's damaging your body. Whenever you are going against yourself by judging, by criticizing others, yourself, you're not really criticizing others, you're really judging yourself. Your body constitution changes. But the magic of this is that you can change it back. You can change it back by sensing yourself, if that makes sense. I just feel so at peace when listening and watching your videos. that's your that's your peace. That's it. That's the most beautiful. That's the most beautiful position, is that you can manage yourself and be at peace. Anything that will come to you. The universe is so precise. The universe is so on it. There's nothing that you have to seek. Anything that is coming to you and you're able to manage beautifully without any disturbance, that's success. That's wealth. That is wealth. That is success. When you can sit comfortably and at peace with anything that comes to you. And that's what we work towards. That's what we're working towards. To cleanse all that conditioning, to keep cleansing, knowing because the life has everything that we need. Everything that he's just enjoying for nothing. He's just enjoying himself. He likes to hang out. He likes to hang out with us and relax. He falls asleep. He takes naps. He's just enjoying his life. He is. He really is. And when we're off, he can detect so easily. When we're off, when four of us are off, he detects. He's like a little monitor where he's detecting, like, yeah, he is. He's just living. He's not caught up with anything from the outside. He's sitting with himself. He's being with himself. He's a constant reminder of how you can be with yourself, right? How you can be with yourself without any disturbance. That's the real wealth right there. Very fun to you. Yes, he is. I'm okay. There's times where I'm not okay. And now, like, the progress is minimal, I feel like. But now I can detect when I'm going into, like, a dark place. Now I can detect more clearly when I'm feeling that the ego is taking over. That when the outer environment is disturbing me. So that awareness, and that's when you slow down. That's when you start to slow down. Cuando empiezas a dejar de hacer cosas que ya no te sirven. Empiezas a lentamente ver tu vida en una perspectiva donde, oh, yo no ocupo hacer eso porque ya no me trae esa paz, porque ya no, o sea, eso ya no me llena, ya no me llena. Los deseos y los placeres van a venir cuando el universo lo diga, cuando el universo lo decida. Porque cuando uno está constantemente haciendo las decisiones. Saludos. Hey Esteban, saludos a mi tía Concha desde Salinas, California. Saludos desde la India. Coach Chrissy. So, cuando tú empiezas a manejar lo que viene a ti sin que te distraigas o te molestes, haya ninguna molestia interna, entonces tú ya sabes manejarte. Aquí cuando estamos aquí interactuando y hay un disparo y es nomás manejarte, no te vayas de la situación que está pasando. Tienes que traer la respiración para estarte contigo, porque muchas veces nos distraemos con el teléfono, nos vamos de esa situación porque no nos gusta, o esa persona, empezamos a juzgar a esa persona, empezamos a echarle la culpa, a culpar a los demás. Entonces, si te quedas tú contigo mismo en esa situación, si te sabes manejar a base de la respiración, entonces haces esa unificación con tu alma, porque el ego quiere escapar, el ego te quiere, entra el miedo, el ego quiere huir de esa situación. ¿Por qué? Porque estás ya retirándote de tu alma, estás retirándote, alejándote de tu alma. Entonces, cuando pasa una situación, una experiencia que no te gusta, que te está causando perturbación, ese es el momento, esa es una oportunidad de quedarte. Sí, es muy esencial de quedarte and go through it. Go through it. See, the thing is, like, people don't want to go through that pain that they feel. They don't want to feel the trauma. And there's no bypass. There's no Monopoly game like pass, go and collect $200. See, you have to go through that pain. You have to go through it. You can sit with it. You're the container, and don't let that get bigger than you. You are the container. But if you are in this constant repetition of the ego, if you're in this constant repetition of the ego, you will flee, you will escape, but you're only escaping from yourself. And that situation is prone to happen again. That experience is prone to recycle itself. Why? Because you didn't manage yourself. Because you couldn't be with yourself. Because you didn't allow the soul to see. The soul is not worrying about any experience, any situation, any judgment or anything like that. The soul is just being in its pure essence. If we keep running, if we keep distracting, when are you going to flowing and there's a leaf that falls on the river and it's just surfing through? Me encanta, por eso sigo tu journey. Like, es la verdad, es la verdad. Cuando tú empiezas a verte en tu realidad existencial, en lo que eres, empiezas a sentirte y tú dices, wow, la vida está tomando su curso. There's no light switch that you have to turn on or off for this life to happen, for your organs to function, for your body to function properly and meticulously. You're not asking your lungs to breathe for you. You're not asking your digestive system to digest for you. You're not asking your eyes to see for you. Everything is happening beautifully. Mira, we all, at the end of the day, You have to choose yourself. At the end of the day, no one's going to choose you, but the right people will be there. The ones that have to be there will be there for nothing, simply to listen to you, to be with you. The right people will be when you're sincere to yourself, when you choose yourself. You know, it took me 3 years when I found out about life and how it's happening. It took me 3 years to separate. I have a house, I have a car, I have a husband, I have this, I have that. But the most important thing is that you have yourself. But do you have yourself? Can you sit comfortably? Can you be at peace with yourself? That's the real question. I did everything. I remember like when I was 34, I had the realization of like, fuck, like I'm doing everything everybody wanted me to do. But I was feeling empty. I was feeling like, this is it? Like, I'm still having all these things. I'm inside of me. I don't feel at peace. I feel like all these requirements I did for society expected me to do this. My family expected me to do this. My friends expected me to do, even to wear clothing, even to do certain things in my body and my hair. Everything is memory. Everything is like expectations that are not from life. Life has no expectations. Life has its own role. I had everything. I had everything. But I didn't have myself. I did everything. I did this, I did that. You know, but I didn't have myself. There was parts of myself that I was missing. There was parts of myself that I was missing. You know, my mind, the images, the impressions, the impressions were coming so fast. The impressions come so fast. Impressions are trauma. Trauma that's coming up because you have so many thoughts, because the body is so contaminated. So I was a high achiever. I always had to be doing, doing, doing. I'm like, when does it fucking end? When does it end? When does it end? The expectations. When do they end? When? When do they end? So keep living, keep living. Get to know yourself at a deeper level. Get to know how you're created. Your body has all the information that you need. Get to know yourself. Everyone is special. No one is exempt. The president of the US is having the same life. The president of Mexico is having the same life. The prime minister of India is having the same life. No one is exempt. Everyone is special. Every single. But when are you going to start living? Through your soul. So what happens is that the contamination in the body, you are like an imposter, like you are a fake self. So when you start living, you get to know that true self, that true genuine child within. It starts to come out. Get to know who you are and how you came to be. And what's your true self, your authentic self. Get to know yourself. Te quiero mucho, Caro. See you soon, babe. Bye.